Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Electro Drive News, where we dive into the latest electric vehicle trends and innovations. Today, we're looking at how New York is addressing safety concerns related to more electric vehicles on the road. In New York, a state mandate requires all passenger cars, SUVs, and pickup truck sales to be 35% electric by the end of this year, with that number climbing to 68% by 2030. By 2035, it will reach 100%, making lithium-ion batteries the norm in these vehicles. But as the number of EVs on the road grows, so do concerns about safety. Car fires are rare, but when they happen, they can be devastating. In fact, according to the Thruway Authority, only a small percentage of crashes between 2022 and 2024 involved fires, with fewer than 2% of those being caused by electric vehicles. However, EV fires are statistically even rarer, but when they do occur, they're often more difficult to handle. The problem is that lithium-ion batteries can burn for hours, releasing toxic chemicals into the air. Fire departments across New York State are struggling to keep up with this new challenge. At Viridi, a company specializing in energy storage, CEO John M. Williams is working on developing fail-safe technology for these batteries. Think of your toaster when you push down the button, he explains. The coils glow red. That's because they're creating resistance and the energy can't travel. So when there's resistance, it releases heat in that cell. When there's a short, that short causes resistance. When the resistance creates enough heat, it sets off the lithium. Williams' technology uses specialized materials to prevent this chain reaction, stopping the fire before it spreads. But Williams knows that training is key to handling these emergencies. The New York State Senate has passed legislation to establish a specialized electric vehicle emergency response training program for first responders. This is a new challenge for us in Monroe County and throughout the state, says Mark Chalech, chief of the Henrietta Fire District. We're working with state leaders as well to try to come up with processes to protect our community and where else we can help out. The cost of these fires is also a concern. Fire blankets that can contain the fire can range from $1,500 to $5,000, making them a costly expense for cash-strapped departments. In response, State Sen James Scoofies has proposed a bill to establish this training program, which will be key in preparing first responders for these new challenges. We're still thousands and thousands of firefighters who have to respond to some of these accidents as well, who are not fully trained, properly trained, in dealing with these incidents, he says. And so we are getting more ready by the day, but we're nowhere near fully ready. At Electro Drive News, we'll continue to follow this story and bring you updates on how New York is addressing safety concerns related to electric vehicles. As the number of EVs on the road grows, it's clear that safety will be a top priority. And with companies like Viridi working on innovative solutions, there's hope that these challenges can be overcome. That's all for today's episode of Electro Drive News. Join us next time as we explore more news and trends from the world of electric vehicles.